your sales that you will get in real estate are from problems people have experienced in time past. There was this particular property I saw. That sale came from the fact that the woman was struggling to get a survey from the company. And I was like, Madam, please, it's not difficult. I was like, I just offered to help. We got it, and she was like, no, Mubodo sorry. I'm not an ingrate. I have to. So from there, sometimes too, there are some little things you do that goes a long way that gives them an impression that this person is reliable. The core of everything is meeting people. Your network is very, very important. For me, I'm this kind of person that I don't miss some important meetings.
Involve me, oh!
In terms of sales, I know a lot of people usually rely on social media. It's good locally, but you see, you sell faster to someone you have spoken with. There's a level of trust that has been established, like somebody that is just seeing your heart and is thinking. You know, the annoying thing is that it's not only your heart they are seeing. So there are clients that they can be speaking to 15 or 16
at the time.
But when you have meetings one-on-one and you've had interaction, you have spoken with you tell them what to do, you offer some bit of assistance, goes a long way. You sell faster that way. I do everything. I'm very active on YouTube. I run a podcast on YouTube. I do live on Facebook and Instagram mostly. When it comes to sales, you honestly cannot determine where your next buyer is coming from. In fact, one of the reasons why I focus more on traditional marketing basically is that you know that there are some billionaires that are not on social media. So if your target is those people and you keep sponsoring on ads, your heart may never get to them. That is why you have to network and you have to also do a lot of media publicity as well. So both works. A lot of people say, for me as a person, Facebook is my thing. If it works for you, you can do it. But for me, we are everywhere. If a child calls me today that they say they want to do harvest, I'm paying for the front page of the harvest paper. Recently now, digital marketing has proven to be more effective. The advantage of digital marketing is that digital marketing will cover places that ordinarily your legs cannot go to.
Hello, everybody. It is Behind the Listens again. Guys, today you guys are going to be having a whole lot of fun because you are going to be learning a whole lot. I remain your host, Faye Joy, and I have with me today Mr. Jare. This man, let me not say too much. Let him introduce himself to you all. So please introduce yourself to us.
Okay, my name is Adi Jare. AKA the Landmaster.
Hey! Can you see that? The Landmaster.
It's a privilege being here. I am happy to be here. I want to say a very big thank you for this long-awaited opportunity.
Oh! Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Jare. How are you feeling today?
We feel great. Thank God. It's been a traffic hectic day, but we thank God we are still.
No Lagos. The old Lagos. Never been. And we love your outfit. So sharp, well ironed, well tailored. I say I should do with you today now. Look at my own too.
You see my
Okay, so you said Landmaster.
Yes.
Give them the meaning of that Landmaster so that they can know who we are here with today.
Okay, so when it comes to selling of land, I've sold several, countless. And one of the things that has helped me achieve this thing basically is due to the fact that I'm a natural person. I don't know how to pretend or do anything. I just love selling. Real estate has become a very essential part of me that I don't play with it. So I can't count the number of, of course, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm in conversation with somebody else.
Oh, it's the confidence for me.
So that's the way it has been. So it has been an awesome experience. And of course, with real boats, Mr. Ezekiel has been a wonderful person, basically.
Shout out to Mr. Ezekiel.
No, we've had that relationship, even, I know what strengthened it is also from you know that I'm also an Apokai. Oh. So there's this special preference I have for my people. Apologies to none.
Okay, so you said something. You said you don't like pretense and the whole. Can you tell me more about it?
You know, when it comes to selling, basically, clients can easily read if you are being factual or you are trying to lie. And if it is in you, it is in you. It's not something you can fake, basically.
If you body.
Not something if you hide. So basically, being natural, selling has become an essential part of me, even in this industry. And being natural basically is that the way I relate with my clients, I don't relate with them only from the business point of view. there's this particular client of mine. I always make reference to her. Her daughter wanted to get married in Ekiti State. I know
Okay.
how far Ekiti is. Ekiti is like
Yeah.
4 5 hours from Lagos. And she was like, she said it to Yoruba, my daughter wants to get married though. And I know you are a real estate person. I hope you don't mind. I said, should be your friends will be coming. They said they'll be coming. I said, no problem, I will go. So we drove. And when we got to Ekiti, that was my first time going there. So I drove hours. We were in, we're in motion for hours. And when I got there, for the fact that I told her that was my first time, and I was able to relate with people. And it was like, no, give me this
Who is
guy's
this
contact.
guy?
No, give me this guy's contact. I didn't come there to say I want to form or something. They form for where money
So
dey.
now relating with people like that, the way it was so natural for you, how has there been any time you're like, it's like now to the relate with people now you go make way for me like this? So I just like you've been like that right from time, or is like a habit that you had to like incorporate or something?
I had to learn it too. I used to be an introvert too.
Oh really,
I
you?
used to be an introvert.
Oh.
My parents are very strict people. Basically,
Oh.
they monitor our movement, and parents, please give your child a time. So we're the kind of person that in our house you must have a time for entry, you must have a time for exit. So what actually broke that shyness, or that that introvert thing in me, was the day I went for one real estate seminar, and I saw a one realtor. That boy cannot be more than pay is very old. Gan.
Okpaju.
19.
Really?
And they told me he just sold 3 acres. I said 3 acres.
I'm on 19 years.
How you take do am? So I got to talk to him. I saw the way he was being jovial and he was being free. And I told him basically that, Ogami, please.
Come. Ogami.
How you take do am? And he just told me basically that it's just himself. He doesn't go an extra length to pretend to be who he's not. So that was how I got to meet him. And I just understood basically that in this real estate, if you are not jovial, if you are not natural, if you are not yourself, money will just pass you like this. Like breeze. So that's how I got to I understood from that point in time that you just have to be yourself for you to get the best out of this industry.
Has there been any time that you feel like, I think it is because I'm not so free with this particular set of people, or because I'm not so free with this client, that's why I missed this deal?
There's been several.
Oh, really?
There's been several.
Tell me about it. I want to listen.
Like I said initially, I used to be an introvert. Where I was staying on the mainland, my next neighbor, bought a property of 70 million. And my neighbor. So the man now said, so he saw me carrying some flyers. Then it was not this social media, whatever. So what will you do? So the man now said something, Mr. Ivan, I can never forget him. Did they sell property? I said, that's what I do. And I said, see how sealed mouth has cost you a deal. I was like, yeah, I gave you. So it was at that point I just know that being an introvert or keeping to yourself.
Was it that it was your neighbor?
My neighbor.
And he did not know you were into real estate?
He told me he never knew I was. Because of that, I started preaching. I started preaching clothes like I said real estate. Because that experience alone gave me, this kind of boldness. I said, if I'm quiet, things will be quiet around me. So that was how I broke that attitude of being an introvert.
So after breaking it, now trying to divert into being free and outspoken, how was the experience for you? If it's different. It was something you were doing a lot before, but breaking from the place where you used to be a shy, cool-headed person to hello, hi. How was it for you?
Well, for me, it was at one point I struggled because it was not who I used to be. But I just found out that any skill or any attitude is something you can learn if you put your heart towards it. And basically, we're talking about an industry that deals with millions, and a sealed mouth is a what. So for me, I had to learn it. Initially, it was tough, but I found out that when you keep at doing things it becomes a part of you, and that was how I just became the Jerry everybody knows today. Today now, tell me you are getting married in Nori,
Hmm?
we dey go together. So, and
Okay.
what made the situation very, very nice for me basically was
Mhm.
the kind of people I began to meet, industry professionals. They were sharing
Mhm.
experiences. Now this party I go, I met this client and it was a closed deal. Some will say, it was one association meeting, no, before we knew it, we're closing transaction. And that experiences around me shaped my
Mhm.
experience and who I
Okay,
am
now.
today in the
So,
industry.
we have different kind of people with diverse attitudes. Now, has there been a case where you are trying to be friendly with somebody, then they're giving you work and would be this one? Shift.
Well,
Uh
yes.
huh.
I've witnessed several cases,
Uh-huh.
and that's why sometimes to manner of approach it
Matters.
matters a lot.
Mm.
Basically, there's this skill we learn while we're very new in the industry. We start with a compliment.
Hmm.
Madam, your shoe is very nice. Please, can I get some for my either my
Tele
girlfriend
tutu.
or my wife or something? Compliments. Now, sometimes when you throw out compliments like that, they may also want to have this mindset like, "Chauffeur toast me." So, but if they give you that kind of friendly response, then you just quickly tell them, okay, this is what I do, blah 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 blah. Blah. So from there, you can. That's
Yes.
basically if you are dealing with somebody you have not been, and they've been other instances too, whereby it was in Shoprite in Jakonde here. So I just went there to buy just few things, and I noticed that this woman was heavily pregnant. So and she was pushing trucks of something.
Okay.
I
Okay.
noticed at some point she was tired. I was like, sorry, ma, I hope you don't mind. She
So,
was like, thank you. That she wanted to ask,
oh,
but
she was.
she was
Oh,
like,
can you
I
imagine?
hope I hope this man would not take
Say.
anything. And I helped her to the car and every other thing. And she was like, thank you very much. God bless you. Unknowing to me. I never knew that she was the wife of one of the pastors in a church in Lekki. And that was why I got to enter. I penetrated into that circle. Today, I'm still selling real estate for them.
Hmm.
So,
Wow.
gesture sometimes or a little hand
Goes
of
a
help
long way.
sometimes goes a long way.
Hmm.
I'm in that circle. And probably they have realtors there. They
But
have
they still
realtors
say,
in their
nah,
circle.
this man.
But and this is where being natural is. Sometimes
Mm.
when I meet people, I don't form, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes too I listen.
Mm.
Um, your sales that you will get in real estate are from problems people have experienced in time past.
Mm. Mm.
There was this particular property I sold. I can't remember, but that sale came from the fact that the woman was struggling to get his survey from the company. And I was like, it was in that same circle I told you about. I
Mm-hmm.
said, Madam Akudli, it's not difficult. I was like, I just offered to help. We got it, though it was not easy. We got it, and she was like, no, 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 Mugbado, sorry. I'm not an ingrate. I
Mm.
have to. So from there, sometimes too, there are some little things you do that goes a long way that gives them an impression that this person is reliable.
Mm.
So all those kind of things too sometimes helps you get more sales, get more people. But the core of everything is meeting people.
Meeting
Meeting
people. That
people.
means your network now.
Your network is very, very
Mm.
important. Meeting
Wow.
people is very critical. And for me, basically, I'm this kind of person that I don't miss some important meetings.
Mm.
Like
Involve me, oh, Mr. Jare, involve
there
me.
are some meetings as Lekki traffic is very, very. There are some meetings like there was this party I went to recently. If I tell you say that party no concern me,
Mm.
there was
Mo branch.
I was just like the cap I wore I have not even sold it. I just have to put it on my neck. But when I got to that gathering, I saw good people. Today I'm talking to them. So
Wow.
in terms of sales, I know a lot of people usually rely on social media. It's good though,
Mm.
basically. But you see, you sell faster to someone you have spoken with
Mm.
physically, someone you've had physical contact, you've had interaction. There's a level of trust that has been established, like somebody that is just seeing your heart and is thinking. The annoying thing is that it's not only your heart they are seeing. They are seeing.
Mm.
So there are clients that they can be speaking to 15 or 16
At the
realtors.
time.
But when you have meetings one on one and you've had interaction, if you have spoken with you tell them what to do, you've offered some little assistance, goes a long way.
Mm.
You sell faster through that way. But most realtors usually trivialize. They don't take it important. Like, and me that, hey, she say I'm begging. in this Tinubu economy.
We have a whole
I'm
lot
begging,
of
oh,
them.
come and buy. So that is how it has been for me generally, and that's just
Okay,
it.
now, so in school, right? I'm very, very sure you did study real estate. Abi, did you?
And that would less a bit
So
about it.
how did you start it? Was
Okay,
it like something you picked? I'm like, ah, like I said that they chop money for a year and you quickly picked it, or it was just what?
my story to the real estate is very very funny because I used to
Mhm.
be a classroom teacher in one school in Festac.
Oh, tell me about it.
So you know this kind of school that they will employ you to say come and teach English language. Oh.
Mm,
Okay, it's okay, it's English language. They will say the way you are speaking this your phone, be like hey, you go sabi literature. They will add literature to it.
I know.
You know, after you have taken two subjects, they will say the other teacher is on maternity leave. Oh, please.
About I should CRK.
Before you know it, you are teaching like 5 or 6
Social
subjects.
studies, yeah.
So that was my story. So out of that frustration, the work was much, the salary was the same.
Mm,
So I got talking to one man. I can't but make reference to him,
mm.
Barrister Tunde of Switchlinks Property.
Shout out to you, sir.
So it was like, so I told him I wanted a change of job. So I came to, he's a lawyer, but he's
Okay.
based in Canada now. So
Um,
I went to him and was like, lawyer, which job? Which job? He said, just follow me. So that was where I got to meet. I went for a training. In that training, the present president of REMS, that's Brilliant Concept, Madam Funke Kende,
yes, yes.
was one of the major speaker. Um, the president of Tributat, BRG, and of course Redan, Mr. Tony
Oh,
Colaway Aspire. So everybody was in that meeting. So I was just hearing,
big,
Alas
big
will
people.
just wake you up. So I left that meeting thinking, I shan't people in wine.
A lot will wake you
Will
up.
wake you up.
Mm.
So out of curiosity, because I used to do like real estate business opportunity training.
Mm.
So there was another, and there was that. The one I went for was in Festac. And of course my school was not far, so it was just like then 100 naira bus. So they held another one in Ikeja. I went. That was why I said I was going to give it a try.
Mm.
And truthfully, when I started, for 1 year, 6 months, I didn't sell nada.
A whole 1 year
1
and
year,
6
6
months.
months, I didn't sell anything.
What were you not doing for the entire 1 year?
The
6
good thing for me, basically, I was still doing my teaching job
months?
sideways, and I was using real estate part time. You see, when it comes to the business of selling, basically, there were some things I did not know as at that time.
Hmm.
But one thing is very critical. Seeing the result of others kept me on.
Hmm.
My first commission was an indirect commission.
Hmm.
The lady president right now is married, she's in the east. So it was on the 23rd of December, 2 days to Christmas. I can never ever forget that
You not
experience.
forget the money.
I just saw pum pum 120,000
Ó
money.
ti wọlé.
We die here. So
I'm not gonna go anywhere.
that was the experience for me.
Hmm.
Then the first sale came. Then of course the story right now is way
Mhm.
different. So when it comes to see whether you have result or not, what keeps you basically is your persistent. Oh. When they say persistent, assume it was in this regime. But but as at that time, I was going for inspections. I remember the first inspection I went for. It was my mom that gave me 500 naira in my pocket then and said, so because I could not afford to pay for fuel, we sat at the back of the booth. My friend and this person. You know this pilot now, all this pilot jeep that the first row is filled, the second row is filled. So the only available space was at the booth, at the back. You know that kind of bag that you squeeze. Myself and this my friend Oyebola, shout out to you, you're watching this video. So we sat down there from Mount 2 Estates down to Oshoroko. If you know where they call Oshoroko in Bejuleki, yeah. So we were part of the first kind of people that sold the Bejuleki. We went there, the pain, and it didn't continue, but I stayed. And today I'm glad that I stayed. And that's just the beautiful story about selling and real estate. And of course, it's like I said, I'm glad that I stayed.
So I want you to take us back to when the market was tough. Like you just said now, you had to come all the way from where you were coming from down to that place. Tell me, I want to know how it was when the market was so tough. Because realtors of these days, they don't want to do anything. So sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, I want to listen to people that started since. Before we even start to talk about how tough it was then, Can you let me know how many years now have you started? Since how many years? It's been how many years?
I've been in real estate since 2018 till date.
That's 7 years.
2018
So
till date.
tell me how it was 2018.
In 2018, it was even tougher than today. Because in 2018, it was as unbelievable as it may sound, but that's just the truth. Only few people had access to social media then.
True.
There was all this Facebook. Though some people were online,
yes,
but you see that online presence that we have today was not the way it used to be. So what we were doing basically is flyer. I remember how I would carry flyer like this. Myself, Taufik, and some couple of guys.
Your friends?
My friends, yes. Okay. We are still in real estate today, apart from the other guy that left.
Okay.
We would carry flyer like this. Then we used to have some bosses then in the company. And we were marketer. When you say salesperson, sales skinny. We were confirmed. Marketer. So our boss will tell us, they will say, Jare, now only you, your own mouth sharp out of all of this.
Oh, yeah.
They don't burn now well. What can I do bring sale? Hey, we'll now say Jesus. Ikeja City Mall, ICM that you have today. So our target was mostly on Fridays. So we have flyer. They will not give us transport too. You guys, most of sales people in the company, at least they have buses, AC buses.
Yes.
We enter Keke from some places to the Ikeja City Mall. We will stay there. We'll get there because our target is whenever they are doing that Jumat service every Friday. So we'll position ourselves. When we stay in front of that mall, the other person will stay. So we will go. There was a particular time I can remember that I gave one Alhaji flyer and say, we are selling land. We are selling land. Then what we were selling was 700K per plot. So I never knew that the man was a billionaire. Now, there are some set of people that if you offer them cheap property, they will say you are a thief. The man said you are a thief. I said, on top waiting. He said, I don't live near say. In this Lagos, then it was Fashola. In this Fashola Lagos, where are they selling land of 700K? He said, you know, I showed him flyer. I said, if you want to come to our office, we will come, we'll take you for inspection. He said, I don't live. So, you know, the funny thing is that there are some set of people that you don't show cheap lands. I got to, it was on that
day that you got to know.
So if you are not showing them the likes of the Banana Island, the Co-Atlantic, and you are saying come and buy 700K, come and buy 1.5,
like you're insulting them.
It does not even exist in their own imagination. The guy said, "Oh, Linie say, and you tell me Kojeri." I was like, "On top with
all of us."
So it was, you know, that experience alone. In fact, I know some of my friends that said, "No, I can't do this." Like, obviously not caught up for this kind of experience. Then we went several times. The most toughest part was during COVID.
The 2020.
During that lockdown, we were still outside marketing. That shows the resilience because you see what we had then basically was our flyers. So we didn't have the opportunity to say, okay, like they have it today, you can come to YouTube, you can come to Instagram. There was nothing like that. So what we had, and of course, how much were they paying us? So we can't even afford to do sponsor that. So what we were doing basically is we go to malls every Fridays, ICM, the Jumat services, and from there, an ordinary minded person would have just called it a quit that day. But we hang on. So that experience built us, and to the degree we were able to bring in some sales, then we started becoming popular from mocks. In fact, Sele people go do say, I don't try. During their ajodun, I'm always there. There are times that we paid to advertise on their bulletin. So they will advertise. So there are sometimes they will say, you if you should come and stay there, come and talk. So we're going there. House on the Rock, I've gone there to market.
Wow.
So I'm more or less like a traditional marketer, though I do a lot of online, but starting up, we were doing it traditional. We'll go to malls, we'll go to parties, we'll go to churches, and to an extent, it's still working on.
Till now.
So that is still working. Basically, there are some circle of friends that you will get yourself involved with, and they was like, we know one allergy that will buy 3 acres, and it works. Like from a couple of my friends are still doing it, though it's more or less like, this our world, everything is too. Let me just sit down, press my remote, and no. This time and I still do it. I still do it. There's one event that I want to pay for a stand. I still do it. It's in somewhere around Victoria Island, and I'll be there. So it's more or less like there's nothing like meeting your buyer face to face. There are some people that they will chat you online because of one or two result or news they've heard about Lagos. They are nowhere to
But
be
now,
found.
do you think this whole online transaction and everything makes people lazy or something
Not really, not
compared to
really.
the old traditional?
The way is that sales, it depends on the kind of results you want.
Mm.
I do everything. Oh. I'm very active on YouTube.
Mwambe.
Very, very active. In fact, I run a podcast on YouTube.
Wow,
Uh-huh.
great.
And I've been doing it since 2020, 22. I started fully in
That's
2022. I
three
still do
years
it.
ago. Wow.
I do live on Facebook and Instagram mostly.
Mm.
So the thing is that when it comes to sales, you honestly cannot determine where your next buyer is coming from.
Mm. Mm.
In fact, one of the reasons why I focus more on traditional marketing basically is that that there are some billionaires that are not on social media.
Mm.
So if your target is those people and you keep sponsoring on ads, your heart may never get to them.
Mm.
So that is why you have to network and you have to also do a lot of media publicity as well. So both works. So a lot of people will say, for me as a person, Facebook is my thing. If it works for you, basically, you can do it. But for me, we are everywhere.
Mm.
I am everywhere. I am on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Trust me, traditional marketing. If a child calls me today that they say they want to do harvest, I'm paying for the front page of the harvest paper.
But now, if I'm asking you now that you should choose just only one, traditional marketing or the digital marketing, the way it is these days, which one would you go for?
Recently now,
To take just one.
digital marketing has proven to be more effective.
Mm.
Because you see, the advantage of digital marketing is that digital marketing will cover places that ordinarily your legs cannot get to.
Go to. Mm.
It doesn't. But so one thing I've been doing for some time that has worked for me in this digital marketing basically is that I have since I noticed that digital marketing is a thing right now. So what I did was to create an online presence. Online presence in the sense that there's no way you will enter, you won't see me talk. there's no there are no places you will go to. Come to Facebook and there. Come to Instagram and there. Come to WhatsApp and there. So because you see, the reason why some people are not getting results the way they do is because they are failed to evolve with trends. There was a particular time that forget it, traditional marketing, you go to places and some other things like that. But right now, digital marketing, that does not mean that people who are selling traditional are not making sales. But the thing is that once you notice the one that carries weight, press on it very, very well. So I do both. I do both. So there are times that whenever I'm going out as a salesperson, the estate I'm selling, I have my form, my FAQ, my flyer. If you say let's go to site, what am I doing? Enter.
Okay, so I wanted to confirm now. So, like you said, you started by doing the traditional marketing first, and so moving to how did you get to know that it's like I'm missing something online too. Let me also move into trying what is going on online to also get a presence there.
It's through trainings.
Through trainings.
A lot of realtors. Now the thing is that to sharpen your skill in this industry, you have to pay. See, there are people who find it. There was a particular friend of mine. He's also a realtor, and we're supposed to go for a training in VI, and the training cost was 100,000, and I've paid mine. So the plan basically was let's go together. I just noticed he was not forthcoming,
responsive,
and I was like, Kilili. He said, 100,000 this economy. I said, you are very, very naive.
Do you not think maybe he didn't have it?
He has it. So the thing is that some people don't value. You see, if you value yourself, nothing is too expensive for you to invest.
To do.
100K as at that time, not very much, but what I got from that training, yay. When I came back, you see, when I came back, so what training does to you is that training opens you to different dimensions of possibility. Now, if you want to become an expert in your industry, you must not undermine. A lot of people used to say, we used to do Facebook online trainings, Google Meet, and like those ones are good, basically. But there are some trainings that you need to see. There are some people that what they command in this industry is in billions. Like for instance, now if the president of UBR now, Mr. Bolan, says he wants to do a training, and they say this is his fee, I will be the one taking the front seat. Why? Because I have seen him command. This this person is doing the Eco Atlantic. He's doing VI. So for me, that my own level has not gotten to there, and he says, "Come and learn," and I will say, who I be?"
Who I be?
So the thing basically is that for you to command some levels of results in this industry, you must invest in yourself. A lot of realtors today, they are claiming, because you see, when you say you are a realtor, it's in different dimensions. It's not the same. There are some realtors that what they do in a month is one plot and they are satisfied. There are some realtors that what they do in a year is 100 million, they are satisfied. But there are some realtors that they do billions and they will still be acting as if they've not sold anything. So, and the dimension you function is at the disposal of the information you have. Like, for instance, now, there was a particular story. I've actually been giving these instances. So it's actually my niece.
Okay.
So she said she was looking for an IT. I said, okay, come and work with me. You don't need to do much, blah 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 blah. We'll just work together. So when she now, her first week, she saw the level of activities I have for the week, and she said, uncle, are we going to do this in 1 month? I said, 1 month, okay. We are doing it in just 3 days. She said, hey! So she was like, is this how you work? She now told her mom, which is my sister, and my sister now said, she cannot work. You know, the different thing basically is that I have a result and a goal I want to achieve. I mean, I don't make just oral proclamation of goals. I have it written down. And for every goal, we have activities we must do. There are sometimes I will tell my PA and other people that we work together, you must make 10 cold calls today. Out of that 10 calls, 2 people or 3 people must follow his inspections. So the itinerary, so for me to operate at that level is as the result of what the trainings I've gone to. So if you are a realtor and you are not ready to invest in yourself, no, you should just leave real estate and be selling bread, or I'll be selling mono in Akara.
So you're telling me that if they don't invest in themselves, they're joking.
You can't give what you don't have now. It's a simple thing. You obviously cannot. So it's not. So I should not, in this 21st century, I should not be telling you how many books have you read on sales, how many seminars have you gone to, because you see, the level you operate is based on the information you have. If you don't know, you cannot. So a lot of people consider me to be a salesperson. I mean, I'll say myself, say, I've not started though. I usually tell myself the truth. Hey, Jerry, you never start. So it's based on the level of exposure. Your exposure determines how far you will go. And that is it. So if you're not investing in yourself and you say you're a realtor, I can't turn around. So that's just it.
Okay, so now you said when you started, fully, it took you about a year and 6 months before making your first sale.
Yes.
So I would say that 1 year and 6 months, you were persevering. You were just trying to, okay, one day. So what was that thing that made you wait for a year and 6 months, saying this thing I will get it?
There's nothing like having a taste of victory. If you have not experienced it, you will know that if you give up, voila, you don't fuck up. Some people will say I have 1 million. Some will say I have 3 million. Some will say I have 20 million. It's a different case scenario. But when somebody say I have 1 million and in your presence is disbursing the funds. So what has kept me, despite the fact that for 1 year, 6 months, I didn't sell when I started out, is because of the people that surround me. A lot of people are saying that they are realtors and they want to be successful, and they are still hanging around people who doesn't understand what it means to even start and sustain a small business. You see, your environment as a realtor or as a successful salesperson determines how far you will go. This podcast we're having, this interview was birthed from what? From imagination and what? An inspiration.
Yes.
And what actually bettered is due to the fact that you are surrounded with people who are doing something that is very, very inspiring. So what has kept me for 1 year? See, there was a particular time I went to one of my student house, and they have a regulation in the house. Those big people house.
Yes.
If they say your lesson is 4 o'clock, and you get there 4:01, they will open the door for you. So I faced something similar to that. So they slammed the door on my face, and I was like, this is why I have to be successful. It was, all those emotional periods where you be crying and you say that shit go through by. Those were the things. So what kept me, apart from the fact that I had a very competitive and of course conducive environment with salespeople, was the situations I was facing. I was like, no, this is why. So in the areas of when you are experiencing sales drought, what will keep you are your environment. So you cannot hang out with an average person and you want to expect to have a what? A multi-million naira result. It can't work. It can't. So if you are watching this video, like if you're a realtor, and if for me as an individual for 1 year, 6 months, I didn't sell anything, in fact, there were times that I would leave my house without eating, simply because I want to make that video. If they say someone used to make video, go and check my social. I have done videos to the point in pay. There was like that, my neck was this long.
Oh my God.
Because you don't know the video you do, they'll say,
let us help you.
Let's just help it. Let's just help it. So that's basically, so your environment matters. It does. It does. Most times it does.
So you said the way you felt that time, you said they slapped. sorry. They slapped the door on your face. Igba.
Sorry, Papa, you.
Oh my God.
Lesson teacher.
But how did that make you feel? Like, I don't be human being. Oh my God.
The truth is, if you don't have it, you don't have it. When the rich are talking and you're just a spectator, what else you want to say? Basically, because what will make you relevant is not just the money you have in your account, but the knowledge you have. So, but if you command some certain level of results today, nobody will treat you that way. And that was what kept me that this industry, I'm just mad. So that's just the way it has been.
Okay,
so that's the way it has been.
With the way since you've started, right, and everything, what has been your, like, have you experienced like, this year is so tough? Have you had a tough year since you started? That yeah, it was a bit tough for me, but with the way, do you understand? Like, have you had something like that?
Let me respond this way.
Okay.
If you are not getting results in this industry, there are some things you are doing wrong. Because you see, there are some principles that have been outlined that if you follow them diligently, it will work. So if you are facing droughts, or probably you're experiencing a tough year, I'm not saying basically that there are times that the sales will not come. Because you see, in sales, I've come to understand that one thing, which is very, very critical. Sales is response of what? Every steps in the right direction. So if you follow some procedures as a salesperson in the right direction, you will get results. Regardless of what they're see, there was this friend of mine recently, I made a video on it. And this is the kind of person that, well, he's a coded person, I like him for that. I just saw that I went to visit him. He used to stay in one of those areas. Okay. And they told me the way he's no longer there. I said, information was now reaching me basically that he closed 600 acres in Ekiti, a farmland. It was the one that single-handedly did everything. And today, his life has changed. Now, the point is, are there challenges in the industry? Truly, they are. Are there times where it will seem like the sales is not coming? Yes, they are. Are there times where it seems like, will I sell anything this month? Yes, they have experienced those times. But you see, the way life is structured to function, basically, is due to the fact that if you are not getting results, there are some things that you have not done accurately. And this is why I have always said this. You see, in this industry, there is no need for you to be proud if you don't have results. So what you must now do in this kind of situation is sit down, relax, look at what you have done. Probably you are preaching the wrong product, or probably you are not talking to the right audience, or probably your advert is not getting to where it's supposed to go. It's a strategy game. Now, I've said it before, basically, there was a time that I didn't have this kind of results that I have now. And there were times that it was as if real estate was not for me. Now, I did an evaluation of how it used to be and how it is now. Do you know the difference?
What's the difference?
Knowledge. Knowledge.
What you
know,
have.
I have said it before. If you call a training today, and it doesn't matter who is the speaker, once I know that you carry some level of
Yeah, there.
influence, they're going to say, bros,
Proceed.
ẹ̀yin lè kẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ mo ní wo ṣé mo complain fún ẹ, let me sit
I
down
want to
here.
learn.
So because what has kept us far in this industry, apart from the grace of God, the mercies of God, of course, prayer is, I'm not saying you should not pray.
Master key.
Prayer is very key. You have to acknowledge God. And of course, I'm not here to talk about tithing, but I pay tithes. I pay that. But apart from those divine principles, if you are not getting results in this industry, there are things you are not doing right. So what you must now do basically is that sit down. See, a lot of people are too distracted. This one is selling this one. This one is selling this one. You want to sell this one. You want to sell this one. No. Sit down. Understand what your clients are looking for. Understand how the market is evolving. Understand what is actually the main thing before you can now say, this is what I will project. The most important thing is that if you can learn to do things right, you won't experience drought.
Okay, so what would we now say about all this threat? I'm like, I'm doing everything. I go for trainings, I go for inspections. No, I know everything about the product is on my head like this, but still they're telling me they will get back to me. There are people like that, and they're currently facing it. They're trying their best. They're giving it everything they should give, but still they're not getting it.
It's a two-way thing.
Okay.
They are taking the right product to the wrong person. And another thing basically is that I cannot buy a product from you if I cannot buy into you. Mostly, people are the opposite representation of what they are selling. For instance, I've had several instances to I've held trainings with some, because it's a company you come in, come and talk to you. So there was this particular real estate company I went to, and they said it's the head of operation or something.
Okay.
And when he approached me, he came. And initially, I thought he was the cleaner. Then they said, no, it's my head of operation.
His appearance, right?
I said, sir, I cannot even buy bottled water from you. Can't you see the way you're looking? See, when it comes to results, there are some people buy for sentiment reason. There are some places you go to and the one will say, this wigs looks exactly like my wife. There's this kind of connection. Before you know it, now don't talk about you. Now don't discuss inspection. Probably when you're having your next conversation is how many acres, how many plots. So as a salesperson, you must be an objective representation of what you are selling. You cannot be selling a product of 20 million and you are even finding it extremely difficult to even smell nice. So
they don't take you serious again. That aspect.
Remember I gave you an instance of someone that said you are a thief. Then we used to wear palm. So when I was speaking with one of my mentors, he said, how did you look when you approached the man? I told him, he said, so because you see, you must represent what you are selling. So, and you don't even need to break the bank. There are some things that you should know that as human being, you go and meet this person. Sure, you will answer them. So it's a scenario of being an obvious representative of what you are selling. A lot of realtors today, a lot of people are not really willing to leave their comfort zone. I stay on the highland here. Do you know that there are some times that I will drive 3 times in a week to go and meet someone? They will tell you, there's one man who just came back from the country and is a real estate enthusiast. My sister, I will leave this place, drive, come back, face Lekki traffic, simply because I want what? Because I found out that if I'm stuck to my comfort zone, money will not come. So it's a case of not you selling. The thing is, go back to the drawing board. What are you doing? Because if you do it right, the principle of nature is tend to what? Favor you. So if you're not getting results, go back to the drawing board. Something is what? Because the people who are getting it right, who are having the results, don't carry two heads. It's a life of principle. Go back and drawing board and address what could be the issue.
I hope every aspiring realtor or whoever it is that is
Exactly.
at that point right now in life, just take this advice and work with it. Okay, so now I want us to talk about real estate in Lagos. The way it used to be, the way it is now. I know. See, you say you've been here for 7 years. I know you have a whole lot to say about how it used to be.
Exactly.
Usually, maybe the old Bejuleki area and how it is now. How does it used to be then? How was it then? And how do you think it's going now?
Anybody joining real estate now is enjoying. Hi.
Why did you say so?
They are, oh, don't let me lie to you.
But me,
They're
I'm not
enjoying.
enjoying you.
There used to be a time whereby one developer will have monopoly of estates. So there are times your clients will say, in fact, when I joined the industry recently, when I joined the industry back then,
2018,
there was no 12 months. They will tell you 3 and 6 months.
Payment plan, right?
In payment plan. If you are not paying within 3 months, those my organs in the industry will attest to this. So you have a client that will say, it's 1 year it's 1 year I can pay. You'll be begging the developer, hey job, and what has happened now? Back then, it used to be one man controlling everything. There is no competition. But now, if you work from year to year, one real estate company is here. Work from year to year, one real estate company is here.
If you pass like this, another one.
So another one, yeah. So if you are doing shakarampe and
that's in law.
they can't leave you go. So what has actually happened basically is that in this 21st century real estate, there've been a lot of innovations. There've been a lot of ideas, to the point that even real estate companies copy each other. So why I feel that a lot of realtors joining today, see, if you are joined during our own time, you would have
like your friend
like the rather real estate companies want to do estate launch, they will provide buses.
Yes
now they even have
provide
pickup
buses
points.
Yes, pickup locations.
Then they will say there is Bagada, there is Ikeja, there is ShopRite.
Join us here at your own convenience.
At our own, during our own time, we use leg from my 2 bus stop. Where is money for Okada? Enter bus stop. Then we'll now beg somebody that will help us to Aja before we now join bus. Then buses used to be at Mega Chicken in Kota. So, but everything has now been made simple. If you're not having results now, you need to go and check yourself. Because if you were in our own time,
it was even much more easier not to have result that time.
It was. In fact, you have every reason not to even say you want to do that. Like when you say, but it's not for me. But right now, they have pickup buses. They even have groups. A lot of groups hold trainings. They hold seminars. If you're not getting the results, it's your fault. I'm saying it is your fault because everything has been simplified now. So we have different real estate companies selling different products. This one is doing this. This one is doing this. But the reason why I think a lot of people could be struggling basically is that communication. They are finding it extremely difficult to know what their client wants.
The needs of the client.
So these were some of the errors we also made when we first started. There was this. I will share this experience. I'm sure the Egbon might be watching this video now.
Shout out Egbon.
So there are some investors that they don't make noise. When they say some people have money, hey God.
Egbon, good afternoon, sir. Make me say greet.
This Egbon no dey pariwo. The first time I met him, I was just talking to him about one land in the Lekki, then 700K. So he just said, it's 7 months I want to pay. I said, Egbon, no, 700K. You don't want to make a chop. So we started talking. So he paid within 3 months. We finalized it. So when I got his document, he's not in the country, so I took it to his family members, and when he got the document, and I said, wow, like you have said this thing and you have delivered it. You have won my trust. So he now introduced me to another friend. So when I was this Egbon, he said, I don't want to mention his name. He said, do you know that he's just buying his third property in the UK?
In the UK?
In the UK. 700K.
In the UK?
He said this Egbon is just buying his third real estate in the UK. As at then, when I sold. So it was like, that was when I noticed that, I made a mistake. I had a property that was selling for 30 million naira there. But because of the fact that I was deceived by his appearance, there are some people that is short liquor. Forget that short liquor. Some people will wear agbada and boots, they don't have anything. But there are some that they will wear short liquor.
They're loaded.
When I was to make my next sale, he said, you cannot die. I've heard your story. You will buy this. And from there, it has been a lot of experiences, sales upon sales.
So you said that man now referred you to someone else?
Yes, he did.
So what do you think? How was this for you that time? No referral now. When you are not trying to go out to meet another person again and preach sales and everything. How do you make you feel?
You have it's I felt great. But let me tell you that it was from a satisfied service. So if you have sold something that will boil over, if I know a lot of people that they are running away from police. So basically, as a salesperson, you must prioritize excellence. So when you are choosing a company to work with, it has to be a company that will not put you in trouble. There are some that they will tell you that in 3 months I will allocate. Work with them. So because you see, it's from a satisfied, excellent service delivery that the client will make referrals. So you have to prioritize that. And that's why sometimes I usually tell a lot of realtors, don't overpromise. It is better for you to underpromise and overdeliver. Because you see, if you don't provide that thing you have to see,
they have expectations.
Some people will get disappointed if you tell me you are doing this in 3 months. The moment is entering 3.5 months, you have lost them. Because you see, in this industry, trust is of what? Is a priority. If you play with it, you might just be allowing sales of millions and billions to pass you by. So it's always from that satisfied client. So as a realtor, you must prioritize that whoever you are dealing with will not fuck up your clients. Which is, I don't know if I'm permitted to use that word, but you must
Are we there yet?
you must ensure that person where you are partnering with is someone that
that person
that will give you that satisfied maximum. Though there is no 100%, but at least to an extent, even if you cannot meet up with what you have promised, communicate with the client. Excuse me, sir, there's something that has happened. Can you please just see? Communication, as simple as it may sound, goes a long way. The reason why a lot of realtors or a lot of people are in trouble, or why they've lost trust from their client, basically, is that many people don't understand that communication in business
goes a long way.
Is very important. They don't know it.
So you are saying that from the other sale that you got from that, the referral you got was because of the first client, the main client was satisfied.
Very, very satisfied.
Oh, okay.
He referred a friend. The friend bought and told me that, what did this person that referred you, I don't want to mention his name because you're online. He said, what if I said 700K? He said, would you pay? He just bought his third property. I said, that was why I noticed that I was dealing
in the UK
with a high net worth individual. Some people don't look it.
They don't look it.
They don't. And of course, I think I learned that mixing with a lot of people. You know, one thing about this industry basically is that if you do it well, you will not be hungry. If you do it well. Because a lot of people usually factor, there are instances that have gone for inspections. I've seen some properties, and I will say, property that they will pay me commission, I will say, no, this man does not deserve this kind of property. And he called me and he said, you person we won't buy you. Now he called me, tell me, say, you don't want to make money. I said, I have put myself in your shoes. If somebody should sell this kind of thing to me, I will not. You see, that particular singular trust is opening doors even till now. Opening, because they know that they can trust you. And it's not just about the hearts you put on. Basically, is that if you can live up at least to some, if not all expectations, to some certain levels of expectation, you want my house. There are some sales that I've not left my house, and it just comes. But the most important thing is that if they can trust you,
So with everything you've said now, right?
Yes.
Has there been any time you're like, I think I failed something? Do you understand? And did you learn a lot from it over the years? Since this past 7 years.
I've learned a lot.
Can you remember that vividly?
I've learned a lot. I think my very first experience I had basically was when we went for a physical allocation and we were attacked on site. It was like American film. You know, they used to say there is mystical, how do they used to say it now? Like, Ogunwa!
Hey.
That day I saw it too. So what actually happened? I don't know what actually happened. We just got to site. But I noticed there was strong army present on site. So from that very instant, I was like, you know what's going on?
Happen for you?
That's why I noticed that, when it comes to this. So before those military presidents felt that, okay, everything is going smoothly. So they now left. We don't know that those who were waiting to ambush us, they were in the bush, allowing those. When they pounced on us, my sister, I leave client run.
Your clients.
That was how I got to become the ballet of Igbogu today. in Ibetuleki. Because his house was in there. So I had to stay till like evening before I was able to. So today we became friends. That experience basically was that I didn't do my own personal due diligence before I sold. So that was enough experience for me, because we just followed hype. This place, this person is raining.
Yeah, let's go.
It's raining. All of us just carry it down.
Wow.
It was an allocation we saw action film. So before those military came, a lot of people were beating. I don't. It was. I don't want to. That was.
It's true.
It was a learning
you cannot forget.
But we got over it. So that obviously will not repeat itself again.
It will not. And you will not leave your client around this time.
Okay. Definitely.
All right. So
yes,
the way it is, it's clearly obvious that you work with so many developers over the years.
I have.
There are developers and there are developers. Has there been any way you be like, what's wrong with this? You just do developer. No, just go. They say Gusi instead of this real estate. Has there been any instance like that?
They've been several, but I'm looking at it also from a human point of view. Like looking at it from this from that particular aspect, if you have gone further in the industry, you know that some of these things are not their fault. It's just the way the society is. We live in a community, or we live in a society where people just have this sense of entitlement. Some people will say because you have bought land from their family, if it is Ilea, you must kill them. If you don't kill them, on top of that, when you don't pay, they're going to tell you, say, yeah, now, should be you go carry your people come inspection. So we live in a society whereby there is this deep sense of entitlement, and people feel offended, okay, if you don't appreciate them, despite the fact that they are not entitled to it. So that is from that aspect, I would say there are some situations that you just can't change. However, there are also some situations that you can avoid. So yes, there have been instances of there are some developers till Jesus will come back. If he's coming back, I won't go back to them again. Not just because of the fact that I hate them. It's just the fact that there are some things that need to be done, and until I see those traces, we can start considering. Because you see, we are dealing with people's investment here. We are dealing with people's money, so we can't choose to be sentimental over some things that are facts. And as a realtor, you might be watching this video. If you love your clients, then you would notice why you have to do a proper due diligence before you make property recommendations. It is, a lot of people are asking me why, how come, of all the new developers, experience ones working, they say, why do you have this close relationship with Rehoboth Hills or something? There was something I told them, basically. I said, that Unila connection is there. Number one.
Number one. No.
So I don't want to be sentimental over it. Definitely, I don't want to be sentimental over it. But I've worked with Mr. Ezekiel, and for the number we've been, I think it's like this should be our third year we're working together, or second year.
Shout out to Mr. Ezekiel.
There's this sincerity he does. I've seen him handle situations maturely, and I hope that other new coming developers can learn this from him. He's very, very transparent. He doesn't tell you this is the way things are. There are times that we have some challenges. You see, Mr. Jari, if I say, oh,
it is going on.
I say, oh, God, leave them on. It's part of it. We'll go. So I love his sincerity. I love his transparency, basically. And I would always work with him based on the fact that he's very, very sincere. And there's one thing he does that every other thing, the way he does his allocation. Like, you guys, you do like series value. I would say, no, no, the rest. So I was like, because there are some companies we've sold for 1 year, no allocation. We shall know that they were allocated.
A whole year.
A year. There are some companies that 6 months. Bro, in fact, some you really want to go to the office and say, so I love his transparency. I love his honesty, and I pray he keeps it up. I want to strongly recommend basically that he's this kind of person that I work with over and over again. So that's my experience with him, and for every real estate developers that are coming with, there's nothing like being transparent. See, this money, A lot of people don't understand basically that reputation is more expensive than money. They don't. They just felt, see, you can claim to have this, but the moment your reputation has been tampered with, forget Otilo. Otilo. It has it's not it's not something that you want to. So if I'm to choose a real estate developer, even if you have some challenges, you understand this is Nigeria. Anything can happen.
You would know, yes.
Things
yes.
can, okay, this is what happened, this is what happened. Be plain, explain, explain to
Express
people,
yourself.
be ready to face the consequences, but just ensure that your reputation still.
So you now, if you are to be a developer today, what
Yes.
do you think you are going to do better?
What I'll do better basically is that number one, I'll be more careful.
What do you mean careful?
Careful in the sense that the kind of projects I get myself involved with. Now, Nigeria is a country right now whereby you can start a project and a cement can be, let's say, 50,000. Before you even finish foundation, cement has gone to 100,000. Now, because you see, your clients are emotional beings. There are some people that they've been in the diaspora. Some don't even understand. If you tell them there's inflation, they will ask you, it's like you're just saying story. All this thing doesn't look real to them, basically. So you have to keep talking, giving statistical data. This is what is going on, that kind of thing. So if I'm to go into developer, I will not bite more than what I can chew. And before we introduce another project, I will ensure that I've done one to like 80-90%, where investors will see what they've paid for. If you tell them that, okay, this your estate, don't say you give them 24 hours electricity. Don't tell them you do drainage. Out of development fee of 2.5, even that 2.5, because you cannot do 1 square meter of drainage. So you should be sincere. This is house, this land, this is what we are delivering, this is what we are doing. Because you see, transparency is very, very key. Because you see, a reputation damage can never be handled. It can never. So it is very important. So I will not buy more than what I can chew. That's what I would do differently.
Okay, so looking back, right? Do you think you being patient towards that beginning, do you think did it teach you some lessons? Do you think being a realtor as far back as 2018 compared to the way this whole thing is lately, do you think that time you were able to learn more about it, about the basics, about how it started, about the main lessons that you're supposed to learn? Jonathan, your fair as if you are learning work now. Do you understand? Do you feel like, oh, I learned it right from time, I learned how it's supposed to be, or something?
I would say that 1 year, 6 months of sales draft was a saving grace for me. If I had tasted success earlier than I was supposed to, I'll probably not be here today.
Why?
Because you see, in that area of drought where I was not selling, I was very humble. Not just humble. Number two, I was very observant. Because you see, I said it initially. I said one of the reasons why I have at this point today is due to the fact that I was in a community of people, like in an environment of people where you learn from results. So that year, during those hard periods, I learned patience. I learned that something that would take you for ages takes time to build. There were a lot of my colleagues, friend of mine, that sold a lot of properties. They've made money today. So many of them have gone back to their initial profession. Because you see, when you are in an industry, more importantly, for me, I never did real estate in school. So, but I did a lot of certifications, a lot of trainings. Then I understood the industry, and I had to do that in my area of drought. Because if I have tasted success earlier than I'm supposed to, it would have probably drowned me.
But we were looking for money too that time.
Now. I was. Like I said, I was a classroom teacher. So I was making, will I even say that one is money? 25,000 per month. But
no.
But the most important thing basically was that during that era, I was going for trainings. I was going for a lot of real estate beauties. Like I said, I was humble.
Mm.
If you
But
don't,
now you okay. You I want us to talk about this that you being humble now.
yes.
Have you experienced where a client will tell you maybe you are desperate for the sales or something? You know how people behave when they smell desperation in you.
There's this. I'll make a reference to this
Okay.
particular uh, client. She's in the diaspora. I believe you'll be watching this video.
Hmm.
So I introduced the property to her in Ibejileki, and I was talking to her that um, come and buy this land, come and
Mm-hmm.
buy this land, and I followed her for 2 years. 2
2 whole years.
years. So there was a particular time she said, "Okay, fine, I'm going to buy." I was very happy. I said, "Okay, that's very very good." Do you know what she told me?
Hmm.
After she filled the form, she now said, "There's one a particular question I fail to understand." I said, okay, what's
Please
the
go
question?
ahead.
She said, "Are you supporting Yoruba Nation?"
Hey, hey, kilo day. First
I was like,
spaghetti.
Yoruba Nation meeting, but what does that? He said because she's very, very very, very certain that they
Hmm.
won't be in Nigeria by this time with what their leader Sunday Igboho is doing. I was like, at that point, I felt
You are on the spot.
this real estate is not my thing. Of course, there was a particular time where I said, if I don't close this particular sale to party,
Hmm.
but I'll just say, okay, if I don't leave, go back to what? 25,000 naira teaching job. When you shout. When only you be teaching like 4 or 5 subjects.
Hmm.
I don't know if that system have changed, but that's the way it used to be. But I just told myself the truth. I said, see, we die. So there were periods and time in my life basically where things did not work. But you see, that time I learned basically that whatever will outlive you
Mhm.
will take time to build.
Hmm.
So, like I said, I was glad that I didn't taste success at a premature stage of my
So, do
life.
you think if you had tasted maybe at least small, you might not maybe take it serious or what? You still push now.
As at that time, I had the tendency to get carried away. That's me kind of person.
Oh.
We were like, there were some of us there were some of my colleagues that they sold during landway era there.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine person wey still dey stay in papa house,
Hmm.
wey make commission, wey go buy Venza. So
Hmm.
I was in the categories of friends at that time who were only interested in just that. Let's do the flashy. Let's show them say money don't come, we don't arrive. So
Hmm.
it was more or less like that. So I think God used that to hold me back, to teach me some things that see wealth takes time
To
to build.
build.
So
Hmm.
they tasted success. A lot of people today back to square one. It's not like I'm happy, but I just learned basically that whatever will outlive you takes time to build.
Hmm.
So that's the way it has been for me.
I'm learning a whole lot, Mr. Jare. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have pool of beginners,
Okay.
realtors that are looking up to. Oh, we want to listen to Mr. Jare. Let us hear what he has to offer. Let's hear from his experience.
Okay.
What do you have to say to that new beginner, that person that does not even know how to go about it yet? That
Okay.
one beginner that is just going back from inspection to different sites openings and
Okay.
everything. They're just trying to navigate the whole real estate thing. What advice do you have for those people?
Be resilient.
Hmm.
There is no limit to how far you can go.
Hmm.
I'm here sitting right in front of you.
Hmm.
I used to be a miserable class teacher.
Hmm.
For me to earn as a then, for me to earn 50,000 a month, apart from my salary, I had like 5 lesson students that I take in a week, basically. So I go from house to house to house to house, so
Hmm.
that I can make the other 25,000 to join my classroom 25,000, and it has been an awful experience. But you see, in this industry, I'll be very very frank with you.
Hmm.
If God is your motivating factor, and if you are not going to set a limit to how far you want to go,
Want to go?
there's nothing is
Hmm.
possible. The only thing basically is that when you start making those small commission, don't choose to do the flashy early. There were times basically that I started making some sales. Ordinarily I should leave my room and parlor that I rented there and go and rent house in Aja or something. I
Mm-hmm.
still stayed in my room and
Palo.
parlor, self-contained, and I was buying books.
Hmm.
I remember the first professional camera I bought was from a sale, and basically when you're on the right path, doing the right thing, you look crazy to people who don't understand where you're going to. Your destiny is personal. Your how far you want to go basically is up to you. So don't do the flashy early. If you can afford to have a good car, you have good sales, wonderful. But remember that if your source of knowledge is dry, you might end up at the middle of the road frustrated. Why? Because you see, knowledge is like a flow full of water. Like the more you water it, the more you flourish. But the moment the water is off, the what
That is it.
is gone. So you must prioritize self-education. If you say you are a realtor, you don't read books, then what are you retailing? What are you selling? Who on earth are you projecting to? Personal education. See, there is difference. I have a master degree. I hope you know.
I didn't know.
I like school. When I came back, my lecturer was like, "No, why you are the one that will replace me?" I said, "God forbid."
Oh.
Because I used to be in the academics. I love education. So, despite the fact I have a master, I was not doing well until I begin to pay attention to, understand how the industry works. If you don't, you'll be easily frustrated. That's just a fact. So you must pay attention adequately to personal education. And personal education is endless. I have 2 libraries. I have one in my office. I have one inside my room. I'm always educating myself. I watch videos. I go for, in fact, training. I don't play because you see, there is no limit to how far you can go. The only limit you can go is the one you place on yourself. You say, Shebi I've done 10 million. In your community, oh, it's okay. I am stressed. But there are people who do hundreds of billions.
And they still do not feel satisfied.
I know realtors that they live in their personal houses today. Not once, not two, not three. So these are people that I know realtors that they are even sponsoring their families abroad to go and study. So there is obviously no limit to how far you can go. If you can make that determination that you will not stop learning, your level of success is. So I won't say post, do this. See, there are some things you will know in this industry that will make you do things differently. Like for instance, I gave an instance that I was doing traditional marketing. I still do it too. But the level of traditional marketing I do today is not like the way it was because I understood that the next thing is what? Content marketing.
Yes. Content.
I bought camera, bought drone, bought these. So I was able to do that because I've come to understand that the industry is what? Evolving. If you don't evolve and follow, you may be what? Left behind. So if you're not coming with you're watching this video, I was once like you. I've had time to go for trainings basically, and I've had times to learn. But you see, personal education, if you joke with it, you'll be frustrated. So take it important.
Thank you so much. I hope you got that point. It didn't say too much, but he gets it very well. So we have these ones are just like me now. It's about me getting to know you. So when you think about how you started the journey so far, the entire 7 years, do you think it's worth it?
So far, I never had. In fact, my own regret is I didn't start earlier. There were some people today who did real estate when they were in school. The likes of the UVLG president, Tosi and the likes.
Shout out.
When I was in school, when I was morning to like this library. So there was a time, I think I went to, when I was teaching one of my students. So I think the friend of the mother came in and they said, well, this guy English.
Boy,
Oh, Polish, but I'm like, kill I mean, look away. So as at that time in our own period, when likes of these guys were doing it back then in school, which I'll say, thank God for that opportunity, SARS. When we were like his book, we even finished degree. We went for NYC, came back and still master. Master what we not used to eat. So if there's a regret I have is not starting earlier. Every part of it has been worth it. In terms of knowledge, in terms of impact, in terms of influence, the kind of people gatherings I walk to today, many years ago, I wouldn't have dreamt of doing that. So real estate basically opens you to doors of endless possibilities. That is if you do it well. So the regret I have is But all the same, I still give God thanks. I still worship. I still thank God for this.
Yeah.
At least for what we've been able to do so far, to the glory of God.
Wow. So now, before we wrap up, I want you to describe your journey in a sentence.
Okay.
For me, so far.
My journey has been a combination of bitter, sweet experience. The bitter part of it basically is that I got a lot of no's. I had experience, and even when I started, when it seems as if the whole thing was working, I experienced when they say money, if I should start that story is another episode. So, I had everything to quit, basically. The sweet part of this basically was that when I began to move with the right set, because in this
yeah, tell me.
There's a truth I need to tell you. In this our industry, they are carcass. You know what they call carcass?
I want gang.
Not two uters are the same. You watching. Now, in case you think basically that your upline is not giving you attention, see, there's a level of results you have in this industry that you won't pick some people's call again. It's not as if you're not proud, yo. Are you any kokosi?
No chance.
When you have transaction, a lot of inspections to do, a lot of clients you want to allocate, and there is this friend of yours that you guys started together and you have left, he's still and is complaining and not picking his call. So you need to understand that in this industry is in levels. So if you don't upgrade yourself by constantly working hard, praying to God, going for inspection, I told somebody yesterday that in 2 days, I shot my entire content for a month. My videographer, shout out to you, Mr. Wale.
Mr. Wale.
Shout out to you. See, he comes to my house and do vigil. He says he doesn't say in Lagos, but whenever he's around, we say, Baba, we are shooting all the entire content for you. See, Shefe Pamina already. You can't die. So, because what actually influenced my model of work is because I'm aware of how competitive the industry is. They will say, hey, we are not competing, it's collaboration. Everybody is either competing themselves directly or indirectly. The only thing is just that, how are you?
I do,
meanwhile, you're looking at this person and say, see what this person is doing. So I'm this backward. Okay.
I think I should do this.
So you need to do that. So basically, there are two carcass. There are the performing, there is the executive, and there's the what? There is the men them. Men them. So the more you begin to upgrade yourself, you begin to fit it. Because you see, if you're at the bottom and you're thinking that those at the top will give you a check, you're lying. Can't turn right. So you have to be at your best performance anytime possible. If you're not getting results, reach out to people. They can, help you. My experience basically was that I got to understand that there were some people that I used to know that if I call them, they were not picking. I say, I say, hey. So this is it. So I began to do what? Upgrade myself too. So when they started seeing my podcast, they said, I know we have to work with you. We have to work. So I didn't beg for their attention. My results called their attention. So that is what you must do. You must upgrade yourself to the point that you don't beg for session, you don't beg for attention. Your work alone is speaking mouth.
So all of this is just saying, how does it make you feel?
To an extent, fulfilled.
Ooh, I feel fulfilled. I never expected it.
So it's more or less like that. It's more or less like that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jare. I had a fantastic session with you. Thank you so much. And I know the viewers enjoyed watching this video as much as I myself enjoyed filming it, hosting it, talking about it with Mr. Adejare. Thank you so much, everybody. I remain your host, Tafe Joy, and we will see you on the next. So, on behalf of Rehoboth Hills International Limited, we have the small token for you. It's small. Please help us manage it. Thank you so much.
Iléeṣẹ́ yín ò ní
Mo tún
jóná
fi
o.
ìkúnlẹ̀ sí.
Iléeṣẹ́ yín ò ní jóná. Thank you very much. I
Thank
wasn't
you so much,
expecting
Mr.
this.
Jare.
Thank you very
Thank you so
much.
much. We really
On
appreciate
behalf
you.
of Robots, MD, Madam Faith, everybody, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much. And we wish to, get you on here
By the
some
special
other
grace of God.
time.
By
Thank
the
you
special
so
grace
much.
of
We
God.
had a
Thank
good
you.
time. Bye, everybody. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share with your friends, with your clients. Do everything as much as possible. Let them learn. Let that realtor watching this share with your friends and learn together. We will see you on the next. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.